continuous friendship throughout the years and for agreeing to be the inaugural chairman of the Friends of Israel in Western Australia. I thank you again and wish you all Shalom from Jerusalem, the eternal capital city of Israel.
Blew me away a bit. I'm sorry. That was Minister Ayalon, the Stephen Smith's counterpart in Israel, and he was referring to Kate Doust and Michael Sutherland's visit earlier this year, and those parliamentarians that went there, and that was tremendous. We've just about come to the end of the formal presentation, and I am mindful of the time as we have a visiting group coming in. After the visiting group, I'm sorry, we have the hosts and the congregation that are here after us. My apologies. We haven't quite yet kicked you out, Margaret, I must say. And we're not working on it, I can tell you. Sorry, just move this back. But there are some thanks and some closing comments, if I may. Firstly, my sincere thanks to my Vice Chairman, Ray Halligan, for taking my chair. Thanks, Ray. Ray and I became firm friends when we were in Israel, but I was the only one that went swimming in the Dead Sea, I might say, too, wasn't I? Just to prove. You don't go swimming in the Dead Sea, actually, you sit in it. Dear. Can I thank also Stanley Keyser for his pre-launch seminar? There were lots of facts there. Well done, Stan. Where are you? Over here. You know, Michael Sutherland mentioned going to the police station. As an old copper, of course, I sought out the police station, and it was interesting talking to the policeman there. And those rockets that Michael's talking about, there are thousands of them in the backyard of the police station in Sderot, and they're typically good coppers because they all had a date written on them when they landed, and they said, "When we get them, we'll charge them." So, you know, amidst all of this, I know I make light of some of these things, but amidst all of this, as I said, it was amazing to see the love of life that they all had. My special thanks also to Kelvin Crombie. Can I urge you to read his books, to purchase his books? They're good reads, they really are, and I thank him for being here today. And he's got his good wife and daughters working furiously out there writing receipts, so please keep them busy. Can I say a very special thanks today to Pastor Margaret Court and to... When we started to put together this organisation just 6 weeks ago, I can't believe how quickly everything has moved. We probably need to take this organisation to Parliament, I think, Steve. We didn't have to ask. Margaret came forward and offered the premises on behalf of the Victory Life family. And I know from having attended here many occasions when I was a local member that flag has been here since the day of inception. And it really is. At the time I spent in Israel, I spent some time aside and some time alone myself while I was there. I'm not an overly religious person. I do practice my faith. And I talked about my dad walking in footsteps. I got the opportunity to walk in somebody else's footsteps, and I don't think I've ever been so moved. To stand with Steve in front of the west wall of the great synagogue, and then see to the other side of you the Imam calling the Muslims to prayer, to the Golden Temple, and on the other side of me seeing the Christians walking into the Church of the Holy Sepulchre, made me realise how so much we need to bring people together. So much we need to just do something to make sure that we can perhaps bring that light of peace to that part of the world. What can you do? Somebody said earlier on today they're going to visit Israel. Please do so. We didn't feel threatened the whole time we were there, I've got to tell you. We talk about this. It's actually, I was in Northern Ireland a few years ago, and that was all restricted to one little couple of blocks in the city, very much the same in Israel. But the people, when they know you're Australian, will welcome you with open arms. Absolutely. And it is nice to be able to walk in the footsteps of whoever it is takes you there. So please, that's the first thing you can do. The second thing you can do for us all is to start to listen and watch the media in the reports that it gives on what's happening in the Middle East. But look at it sensibly, as I said earlier on, with sense and sensibility. And don't listen to those people that haven't been there. Don't listen to those people that want to get up and espouse their views and theories on television or on the radio or in the newspapers. If they haven't been there, they don't have any legitimacy, because it is the most complex situation you would ever wish to meet. And thirdly, when you leave today, as you leave, would you like to sign up and become parts of the Friends of Israel? Thank you all for being here today. It's tremendous. Look, I apologise for those visiting guests that I haven't mentioned. I see my great friend Alana McTiernan there, for instance, and I please apologise to all of those people that I haven't mentioned personally today. All of your names will be on the website. Our website will now constantly stay open. Please access it, because it will give you an idea of the programs we have planned, the vibrant programs we have planned, to make sure that both sides of the issues are put sensibly and with sensibility. Now, I've got some other people. Can I just quickly thank some other people, if I may, before I go? And I'm not going to pick people out. What I do need to thank is my committee. Sorry. Yes, sorry. Look, I do need to thank the committee, and in particular, I want to thank three, and I'm told this is a legitimate word, I keep getting it yelled at me by the Rabbi Friedrich, three mensches, if I may. And that's the three people that did the most work on the committee, quite frankly, that helped me put it together. And when I find the right page, I'll be telling you them all. Thank you. But in particular, can I thank Steve Lieblich, first of all. Where are you, Steve? Stand up, please. In fact, Steve, come and join me up here, please. Come and join me. You don't talk about the bar and I won't. Look, this guy and I became great mates when we went to Israel, and it's carried on ever since then, I might say. Phil, could you please stand up? I want Phil. Please thank Philip. He's the absolute driving force behind our committee and has been. Thank you so much. Sean Mellett, where's Sean? Over the back there. Sean's the real... We're the brains behind the outfit, Sean's the brawn. They've done, look, the whole committee, I'm not going to name them all individually, they've been absolutely tremendous putting this together in just 6 weeks. But please, we can't be a friend unless we all come together as friends, and that's really what it's all about. I would urge you, please, to join with us and make sure that you are part of what we do. We only have one final thing now, and that's the Haktikva. And I'll ask our musicians if they would play along, if they would play with us, I should say, not play along. They would. I'm still as nervous as anything, but anyway. Now, after the Haktikva, if I could ask those invited guests, firstly, if I could allow our front rows here to leave first, if I may, and particularly the Ambassador and Margaret and Barry, and if those invited guests that have been asked to join us down in the Greaves room, they had a little blue sticker on, if you please would. Those other members of the congregation, as I say, we do have another service coming in straight afterwards. If you'd like to make your way down either to the mezzanine or to the foyer, in particular the mezzanine, and again, there's some buckets there for donations, or certainly we would love you to join up so we can give you the information that we also desperately need. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen.
See
thanks everybody for coming, and please, as I say, with our guests, if you'd like to join us in the Greaves room afterwards, those that are staying. And nice to see you, Tim. I didn't realise you're here. Tim Hammond. Because all my friends are here. Look at this. David Michael, our councillor, and Rod Willocks, I noticed you too. Thank you.